righteousness is the gift of God's nature. It is God's nature. And so it is now the gift of God's nature to man. In order for a man to stand before him without the consciousness of guilt or sin. So God actually wants us to stand before him without the consciousness of guilt or sin. And that happened in Genesis. God told Adam, there was a particular instruction that was given to Adam in the Garden of Eden, Genesis chapter 2, verse 16. And the Lord instructed him, you may freely eat of every fruit, but out of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, thou should not eat. And so Adam disobeyed God in Genesis chapter 3, verse 6. And so through that, the devil gave mankind something we call nature of sin. And so we call it nature of sin, and it is the nature of the devil. It is the nature of the devil. And so that nature, one of the things that the nature does is that by the time you want to approach God, you see yourself as imperfect, someone who is not holy, someone who cannot even talk to God because of that sin. And that's the reason why Jesus used a word in John chapter 8, verse 41, verse 44. Jesus said, you do the deeds of your father. Year of your father. In other words, Jesus is not saying that it is the devil that created them. Rather, Jesus is saying that you have the nature of your father, and that's the reason why you could act like your father.